All right, hello. Welcome back to One Message in a Bottle Tarot. My name is Juan, and I am your spiritual advisor. Listen, everything you need to know about me is down in the description box below. If you're new here, definitely make sure that you subscribe. Okay, I'd love to have you part of our psychic family. Hit the hit the notification bell. If it's tweaking, definitely make sure you're in VIP Patreon. That way you don't miss a thing. And don't forget to like the video just to show your love and appreciation for the work, all right, that I put out. And then when you're done with that, definitely please do join us over in VIP Patreon. That is where I post my most exclusive psychic readings on breaking news and trending topics that everyone wants the inside tea on. Okay. Um, that being said, let's get into your Tuesday wake up call. All right. Let's get an overall oracle energy for Tuesday wake up call. Now, remember, these readings could either be local, pertaining to you, national, or international. It's all on how it resonates. All right. All right, we have to the left. Okay, here. All right, so you may have been left out of something. All right, here again. Seems like this week could be heavy confessional week. All right, where people, I feel like normally people that this is for an energy where they normally don't explain themselves or feel the need to explain themselves. It just is. But I feel like whatever went down or whatever is happening, it deserves demands, and I'm hearing commands. All right. Some type of explanation. All right. Here again, there's an energy of kind of lying by omission, or why did you leave them? Why did you leave me? Why did you leave X, Y, and Z out? Okay. Here, all right. Something could have been presented, and again, I feel like this is picking up from Monday's wake up call. All right, something was a collective decision or a decision that was supposed to be made between you and your person, or however that resonates. All right. Now, in this instance, I feel like someone passed on something or passed on an opportunity that should have been taken advantage of. All right, that maybe they could have helped you out in this situation. All right, here. And because they passed on this opportunity, which could have like dug you out of some hole, maybe even a financial hole or something like that, then it's kind of like, well, these are the options that we have left, or now look at the options that we have left because, you know, you didn't want to consult me on X, Y, and Z. All right. Here. Now, those of you that have children, okay, grandchildren, there could be something going on with school. Maybe somebody's falling asleep, okay? Um, in school, if they're at college, they could be partying, all right? If they come back and it's kind of like, oh, with the grades, it could be something to do with partying. Others of you, again, there's something, all right? I feel like there's a masculine that feels emasculated when it comes to like education or thought process or intellect or something like that. Maybe they partied through school, didn't take school seriously, ran the streets, whatever is the case. And I feel like, you alternatively, or however this goes, you took school seriously, you went to school, you got the degree, you paid attention, you basically know what the fuck you're talking about. All right. But somebody is okay. I feel like a lot of actions or moves somebody is making is because they don't feel important or they don't feel valued or valuable. Okay, again, but and I also feel like, 'cause this is like the second card I've gotten with alcohol. Okay, so someone could have an alcohol issue, whether this is known or hiding. All right, they're making important decisions under the influence. Okay, which is kind of making this worse. And again, they're not investigating. Okay, or getting all of the information when it comes to making these decisions. I feel like you may have even discussed this in the past, and they may have ran something by you like, well, what do you think about this? And you said, well, if this ever presents itself, if this opportunity ever presents itself, how you say, oh, I'm asking for a friend, what would you do? And you say, go to the right. All right, unequivocally. So I feel like in this situation, this person knows for a fact. Okay, you could have discussed this at one point in time, like a scenario, options, or whatever, and you told this person right, or go to the right, or do X, Y, and Z. They purposely did the opposite. Okay, they purposely did the opposite, and I feel like, again, it could be under some type of uh, influence. All right, again, ego, alcohol, inebriation, or something like that. It's kind of like it's sticking it to you. Well, who are they? I know what I'm talking about. They don't know everything. Okay, here, but actually, you do. Yeah, got so sick I swore off a particular type of alcohol. Somebody is making important decisions when it comes to a family, a relation, or it could be you. Okay, I might well say that. All right, whoever this is, okay, somebody fucking up the bag, the household, okay, everything, and somebody does um have something, some type of illness to the point to where it is making them sick. All right, sick in their body. Time for rehab, time for detox, or something uh like that here. Okay. um and again, there's something about a fund or maybe a cushion or something like that. Somebody might have been dipping into something to support some type of habit. And again, if they had free access to this account and an opportunity, and or investment, or somebody wants us to do this and X, Y, and Z, and you told them, right, they went left, and they made this decision again 90% under the influence of something. Okay, here now, this, okay, whatever this is, it's so egregious. All right, here, and I feel like this person's answer to when they screw up is intimacy. Maybe both would like to have a little drink or something. Okay, yeah, I messed up here. Let's have a drink. Let's, uh, you know, get intimate, whatever. Like I feel like that's their answer. All right, to everything. And again, somebody's an angry drunk or whatever. Here, aside from that, I feel like something gets old. Okay, I feel like somebody's behavior is getting old. I feel like somebody's drinking their alcohol, their shenanigans, when they go out, their excuses for when, why, and how they fuck up. You give them specific, instructions. It's kind of like when you do your Instacart delivery, and you end up getting a guy shopper, and you tell him to bring you, you know uh apples, and he brings you peaches mixed with apples because it's a new breed, just not doing basically what you said, what you wanted. Okay, here, and again, their answer to being a screw up, or missing things, or missing out, or fucking, it's always, it's always sex, it's always, intimacy. Yeah, something about getting carried out. Okay, of a bar, you might end up having to go pick somebody up uh from the authorities or something like that. Okay, here, and then again, I feel like upon further investigation into how far gone this person's issue is, whatever it is, a strong alcohol energy, this is where you begin to find, okay, where they've been screwing up things like finances, money, stuff you put away. Don't touch this account, this is where we put the bills and all of that from. And then you go back, maybe a bill bounces or something like that, and then you go and check that account, and you realize like money is missing or something, is like that. Okay, here, they go out with their friends, there's always something, you end up, you have the, it's basically like somebody's married to a child, okay, or dating a child or something like that, that wants to be the man, but they don't have the intellect or the responsibility, or upon a whim, a shot or something like that, they will toss all responsibility and what they're out of the, out of the window, just because they feel like it. Okay, Here, yeah, Five of Pentacles. Somebody's really, really bad with money. And this is, you could say, again, this is the money that you have to play with this week, this month. Don't touch this account because this is, for the bills and all of that. And they'll run through, blow their money. I feel like it's on alcohol. Okay. Alcohol, going out, carrying on, or whatever. Yeah, this is a point of contention. Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Okay, here, because somebody is not, responsible. And then when you call them on it, they want to fix everything with sex. And I feel like now this time you're just like, no, sex is not going to fix this because we are in trouble. All right. Sun card with the Tower. Could be a Leo involved, Leo, fire sign, earth sign, okay, or Aries, something like that. All right. Yeah, here and the 555. Okay, Five of Swords, something huge. Like somebody, I don't know what they messed up, but it's big. And it's just like, no, I told you not to touch that, do this, spin that, or whatever. And now we're fucked. I don't have anything to make up for this, X, Y, and Z. All right. And now we're going to have to leave. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Well, I can just, work or get this. And you're just like, no, that's already spoken for. That's already covered. All right, here. And I feel like you have to physically show somebody the accounts. And, there is a major, 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 major screw up. And I feel like, again, this isn't the first time with this person being responsible. And again, they usually fix it with, oh, well, let's just have sex or intimate. And I just feel like you just had enough. All right. I feel like you look at everything and you're just like, I've been doing, everything has just been all bad, okay, since dealing with you or whatever. You haven't become an asset. You've become, this person has kind of become a liability. All right. And I just feel like you have some hard decisions to make. Again, especially if you're married or if you're dating, okay, whatever this is, if somebody does, the alcohol issue, alcohol problem, that is an issue. All right. Here, because I feel like when they get in under the influence, they just don't give a fuck. I feel like they don't care in general, all right, because again, it's the ego. But once they get in alcohol, the whim is really, and they will rationalize, okay, well, I know they told me not to take it or do this, but I'll make it back, or they'll find a way. They're used to you always finding a way to clean up their messes, except this time there is no backup plan. All right, here, they really, really fucked up this time. So this may be the one where you're just like, you gotta go. Okay. I work too hard. I at this point, you have me working against myself. You have me working backwards. All right. If you're not going to be an asset, you're a liability, and I don't do liabilities. You gotta go. All right. That's what I have for you. I will see you on the next one.